This is Jammin with Kron Rex.
And don't forget to subscribe so you get the videos as they come out.
Coach Cam made this shit.
I'm Brenden Kron. This is the birthday boy, Rex.
Oh, God damn it. It's a day early, but yeah.
Yeah. Well, when your birthday would have already passed by the time that they get to see it.
Yeah, that's fair.
So everyone wish Rex a happy birthday in the comments.
Thank you.
And
Thank you, guys.
This is Jammin with Kron and Rex.
Yeah. So, the first thing I wanted to address was thank you, everybody playing along in the polls. Thanks for giving your opinions, even if some of them were absolute dog shit. It has made us want to continue that because we got some pretty constructive criticism on, like, you know, how we seed them, and like people was like, oh, you know, you should continue the brackets, and we actually like that. Me and you have had fun making brackets for years. Yeah. I mean, we've been doing this for years. I remember I went home, printed off like 12 different brackets, and me and you just went through and made our own brackets. Yeah. So this is something we've liked to do for a while. Even in like high school when we weren't close friends, this is like we would all get together and we would fill out brackets. Yeah, brackets have been pretty fucking fun. So in a couple days, by the time y'all see this, we will be posting our first actual bracket on a little new series. So whenever we do brackets, it will no longer be a part of the main podcast. Yeah, it will be its own segment, and it'll come out every Friday at noon. Yes, when the finals of the bracket will also be posted. Yeah, I will say you all to vote on. You'll have the week leading up to it to participate, give y'all's opinions, vote on what y'all think it is, and then at the end of the week, you'll get to see these two gorgeous guys talk about it. And this week, we're doing a fast food one. I hope you've been able to keep up since now, but yeah, as we continue, we'll do more ones that require more thought and like research to it. It'll probably be pretty music heavy. We are jamming, but yeah, this one will be fast food, and I think that one will be pretty fun because everybody has their own opinion on it, you know. So, but yeah, we appreciate everybody who went along with the Kanye Drake one. I don't agree with most of y'all on a lot of that. I think we didn't agree with most of it at all. Yeah, Like, our bracket was completely fucking different. Yeah. You motherfuckers need to listen to Drake more. I swear to God, I thought I was going to be upset because I thought Kanye wasn't going to get that much love. Yeah. Because Drake is more mainstream appeal, especially right now, than Kanye is. Yeah. So I thought I was going to be upset about the amount of love Kanye wasn't receiving. So that's kind of cool in that way. But I love seeing it because I love Kanye. Yeah. So I personally love seeing all the Kanye love, but at the same time, it was. Yeah. But you motherfuckers need to listen to Drake. I don't know if y'all stopped listening to Drake or what. Because there was motherfuckers that like didn't vote for Hold On, We're Going Home against Power. And I was like, Power's really good. But Hold On, We're Going Home. I mean, y'all need to listen to Nothing Was the Same. Y'all need to listen to If You're Reading This, It's Too Late. Y'all need to have feelings for a stripper who, you know, might not be that interested in you. Listen to Marvin's Room, man. There's some great shit. People forgot how good Hell Yeah Fucking Right is. People forget how good the motto is. You same motherfuckers probably had the YOLO hats. I didn't forget. Never forget. But I don't know. I was pretty blown away by, especially Twitter. Kanye got a clean fucking sweep throughout it, so now it's just a Kanye bracket after the first round. Yeah, that was crazy. Like that. Yeah, some of those songs definitely should have lost, but yeah. And don't get me wrong, at some point we probably will go back and redo that because we was trying to go off of too many different factors that wasn't really what we entirely believed in, but we just went along with it because it was the more popular song, the more streamed song. Yeah. But we'll go back and redo it. We'll jamify it, and it'll be better. Because there were songs that I wanted to include, but, and you know, I was like, oh, I don't want to be biased, but fuck that. It's our fucking bracket. Yeah. We can put whatever the fuck we want on it. Yeah. And we're going to do that going forward. So, thanks for participating. I was pissed, though. Was you pretty happy with the results? Yeah, I love seeing Kanye win. Which, yeah, that's fair. As of recording, he hasn't won. Yeah.
Because on Instagram...
Yeah, fuck Twitter, dude.
Twitter,
awful place.
Twitter, he won, but on Instagram, he might still...
Cue the little clip of Earl saying, Twitter makes me want to fucking kill myself. Y'all really do. The people that participated, y'all make me want to kill myself. But something else that makes me want to kill myself a little bit more. It is summertime in Kentucky.
Mm-hmm.
And I've noticed that there's a good amount of people that are, like, not a good amount, but, like, I've noticed more people, like, that we grew up around or that we know just locally that are leaving. Like, whether that's to the fucking Ohio, whether that's Florida, whether that's L.A.
Yeah.
I'm happy for them. I really am. Because long term, I want to get the fuck out of this place.
Yeah.
But I'm jealous.
Yeah.
Like, not one of those people offered to take me with them. And I'm pretty upset about that. Because this place has made me hate summertime. You know?
Yeah.
Because it's just, you walk out of the house and you're just fucking humid and sticky. You haven't done anything.
Yeah.
It's just fucking gross.
Yeah.
But, you know, you see all these people leaving, and, you know, long term I do want to leave, but you can go to fucking L.A. and wear a hoodie in 80-degree weather and you're fine. You won't even break a sweat.
Yeah.
And you got In-N-Out down the road. We got KFC down the road. You know?
Bad KFC.
Bad KFC.
Not even good KFC.
Bad.
We have the worst KFC.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm sick of people posting about them leaving Kentucky. Like, fuck you. I will too at some point. I'll definitely post about it, but you know. Oh, I didn't even say like the most or the biggest.
What you got?
The most pro-choice podcast. I hope I speak for you because I just said it. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. The most pro-choice podcast.
Interesting one, but
yeah, it has no relevance to what what I assume we're going to cover today. But yeah, I just wanted to throw that out there.
Yeah.
Did you see that one, like, summa cum laude or whatever?
Yeah.
Give her speech, and she just turned it into a pro-choice rant on how, like, the state of Texas, like, got rid of women's, like, choice, basically, to do that. That was a pretty boss move.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty fucking cool to see. But, NBA.
This is the playoffs, which is always interesting. It's always fun.
Yeah, we're getting towards the most important part of the playoffs.
We're about to hit the Final Four.
Yep. We're dealing with some fuck shit in the meantime, though.
Yeah. Once this episode comes out, we'll be at the Final Four.
Yeah.
But as of right now, as of recording, we have 2 more Game 7s. And let's start with those.
Yeah.
We got
tonight is Nets and Bucks.
Yeah.
And tomorrow night it will be Hawks and Sixers.
Yes. So, whichever team I root for loses. And...
yeah, we notoriously have bad luck as viewers.
Yeah, and once all my favorite teams went out, Sixers are now my favorite, and they're probably going to lose to the Hawks.
The fucking Hawks, dude.
And I hate the Hawks.
Can you imagine the world we live in if the Hawks and the fucking Clippers make it? The Clippers, as we're watching this, the day... I mean, as we're recording the day prior... the Utah Jazz just got eliminated by a Kawhi Leonard-less Clippers.
Playoff P.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, he's actually been stepping up. Terrence Mann stepped the fuck up, whoever the fuck that is.
Yeah.
I still really don't know.
Yeah.
So the only 2 teams to make it is the teams out west, which is the Suns, who are Chris Paul-less, and
if Chris Paul doesn't come back...
yeah.
I don't think they're doing too much more.
If you look at it on paper, you're like, okay, a team just lost Kawhi Leonard and a team just lost Chris Paul. The team who just lost Kawhi Leonard should definitely be hurting more.
But they're not.
Chris Paul is so much more detrimental to that team.
Yeah.
This is his first year with the Suns, isn't it?
Yeah.
And Final Four. Immediate Final Four. I mean, been taking out good teams on their way here. I mean, he took out the fucking Lakers.
Yeah. Look, I don't like Devin Booker. I've said that on this podcast.
Why? Why do you not like Devin?
Because I bet against him. He's always my guy that I'm like, he's not going to be good, and then he's good. So, look.
Why do you think he's not going to be good?
I don't know. I really don't.
Yeah. Because he's getting that Jenner puss?
Even before that.
Yeah.
Like, coming out of college, I said he was going to be bad. And he just never has been. So I don't know what made me think that he was not going to be good, but I just have always thought that he's going to be bad.
I didn't think he was going to be good on this level.
No.
I thought he was going to be good, but this is kind of crazy.
Yeah. But no, I think that he's great. He's doing great. And honestly, I'd love to see him step up and drop fucking 60 a game and just sweep the Clippers. I would love that so much.
I love to see him dog dick Paul George's ridiculous hairline. It's ridiculous. It's too good. Yeah. It's like, here.
And I kind of like Paul George. Like, I really liked Paul George before, but I still don't hate Paul George.
Indiana Paul George?
Yeah, love it.
That was the shit, man.
But then I don't hate Kawhi Leonard.
Yeah.
Like, honestly, I like a lot of that Clippers team. But I don't know what the Clippers to win. I don't know what it is.
It's Patrick Beverley.
That might be it.
I hate Patrick Beverley so fucking much. He's literally a Draymond Green without the bite.
Yeah.
If you want to say Draymond Green is like a, I don't know, like a little Jack Russell or something, somebody that's like a lot of talk but can actually back up something. Patrick Beverley is like a little chihuahua. Can't do fucking shit.
He balled out last game.
We saw him later on. He had two really big threes. But Patrick Beverley
that's worth the
is
money.
Ass. He is ass. He is not. That is not worth that money. You literally could have just had Terrence Mann do that. There's somebody else on the court that could have done that. I hate Patrick Beverley. He doesn't contribute to shit. He has the loudest mouth in the NBA without doing a fucking thing.
I agree with you 90%. But what he's getting paid, he made up for all of it in 2 big threes in an elimination game when they were down, I believe it was 20 plus. 20, at least 20 points. Yeah. They were down 20 points. He hits 2 big threes to put them up even more once they're on the comeback. In an elimination game.
Big.
Yeah. I mean, that's worth the money in itself.
Yeah, he stepped up in a big moment. But
that's without your star player. I mean, credit where credit due, as much as I hate the man.
Fuck him. Okay.
But then on the other side, we got, please let the Sixers win. I really like Ben Simmons, even though he's a fucking bum.
On offense.
Yeah. You know what? He's a bum on defense, too. Okay. He needs to guard Trae Young.
Dude, I always hate we talked about it a little bit, but the best defender, and I mean easily the best defender on a team, not guarding the best offensive players whenever it's within like close proximity.
Yeah, because I was about to talk shit about Giannis once we got to it.
Yeah.
I'm going to sit, and I still am. I'm going to talk shit about Giannis not guarding KD and how much of a pussy he is, but we'll get to that in just a second.
Yes.
I have to hold Ben the same.
Yeah.
Ben is the point guard.
Trae Young's the point guard.
Trae Young's the point guard. And even if he's the shooting guard, make the fucking switch.
Now, what do you think about like size, though? Because, I mean, that does have something to do with it. Because even if Ben Simmons can shut down Trae Young, there might be like a mixed match. Even though I think the Sixers don't have that problem because they're a pretty tall lineup.
They don't have that issue.
Yeah,
I understand it if, say, they're going against the Nets. If they go against the Nets and it's like, well, he should be guarding James Harden. James Harden's going off. And then Kyrie goes off and he's like, well, he should be guarding Kyrie. And then James Harden goes off. Like, it's fine. He can guard either one. That's okay.
Yes.
This isn't that scenario.
Yes.
He should be guarding Trae Young. And if he doesn't, I'm not giving him his flowers for being defensive player.
Yeah, because whatever your plan has been so far, it's not working.
Yeah.
As much as I don't like Trae Young, I mean, dude's good.
Yeah.
I mean, dude's been fucking them so far. He fucked the Knicks. He's been doing so good.
The entire playoffs. Dude. He has been a star.
I mean, you could honestly say, like, throughout the playoffs, he's done the best. Like, I'm talking, like, any team. He has, shined the most, I think.
Maybe less than KD, but that'd be the only one. But KD...
I don't think KD shining enough.
Yeah, KD had one bad game to his one really, really
and Trae
good
Young
game.
has not been shut down like that, dude. I mean, Trae Young he's going off. I mean, he is shining. KD is shining, but KD's not shining because he's doing KD shit. This is just KD. But Trae Young has stepped up his fucking game.
KD had one outrageous game, but he also had one bum-ass game. So, I mean, it evens out.
Yeah, and
so
I think Trae Young's been such, like, a good, just, like, his court vision's been on display. His scoring's been on display. I mean, dude's been good.
Yeah. And then the last game is Nets and Bucks. And here's the thing. The Nets, even with the injuries that they have right now, they should be easily the best team. On paper, that team is fucking ridiculous. James Harden and KD alone should be the best team.
Dude, their support are fucking bums, though. I think it was like a couple games ago, Joe Harris, he fucking couldn't hit a...
Yeah, but Joe Harris is a good player.
He couldn't hit a fucking free throw line jumper with nobody within 200 football fields of him. Whatever the other dude's name... I don't want to say the Brown guy, but his last name's Brown. He fucking sucks. He is fucking garbage. He fucked that entire team over. Yeah. There was like 8 seconds left, and he's like, "Oh, I'm gonna go in and throw a contested left-hand layup." That's not why you're there, you stupid motherfucker. That reminded me of the play of like any play in football. Whenever you see one of those fat fucking defensive ends finally get their hands on a football, and they're like, "Oh, I'm big, I'm going to run it," and they get hit one fucking time and
fumble
drop it. Yeah. You've never been tackled like that, motherfucker. You've never had to hold the ball while you're running and hold it after a hit.
Yeah.
That's a fucking skill. You don't just do that. You just don't do it successfully because you're big.
Yeah.
And as soon as they take the smallest hit, it flies in the fucking air. The other team grabs it, runs the other way, game's fucking over. Because you couldn't just accept your role, grab the ball
on it,
and go down.
Yeah, just fall on the ball.
Yeah, and let the real offensive players make that call.
And I'm going to make the same complaint. Giannis was the only unanimous decision on all defensive team won, which means he should.
Was Rudy Gobert not? Did he?
He wasn't unanimous.
That's so weird.
Yeah, Giannis was the only one.
Yeah, Rudy Gobert was the defensive player of the year.
Yeah, I thought that was fucking crazy too.
It's kind of weird.
Yeah, but that makes it to where Giannis, I'm not saying, again, he should never guard James Harden. He should never guard Kyrie.
Of course.
That's a mismatch.
Yeah, it'd be like putting Rudy Gobert, the defensive player of the year, just because he's defensive player of the year, on Damian Lillard. It doesn't happen.
Yeah,
don't do that.
They're still positioned for a reason. He should still guard the ones that he's supposed to.
Yes.
It makes sense. But what doesn't make sense is Giannis is a small forward, power forward.
Yeah.
KD is a small forward, power forward. They're both the best players on the team. KD's the best offensive. Giannis is the best defensive. Giannis should guard.
Giannis is, at this point, literally should be the best defensive player on the court.
Exactly.
Against him, too. Not even just his team. On the entire fucking court.
Yep. It all lines up.
Yep.
He should be guarding them? No.
So, the biggest, I think, the argument for that is why it's the way it is. It's because they're saying PJ Tucker can guard Kevin Durant better than he could Blake Griffin, because Blake Griffin's a very low post scorer, and they're saying Giannis can handle. Don't get me wrong, it's been working for them so far. I will give them that. I'm with you.
Yeah,
I agree with that.
It's worked enough,
but because they're just worried about the matchup of PJ Tucker versus Blake Griffin. They think Blake Griffin will do PJ Tucker won't be able to show his defensive prowess against Blake Griffin as much as he can.
I would much rather. And I'm not a coach for the NBA, so maybe I'm in the wrong here.
Or let's say it anywhere. Not even Parks and Rec down the road. You're just not a coach.
You don't know that.
No, that's fair.
I would much rather.
My own business.
I'd much rather Blake Griffin go off for 20, 24, maybe 30. That's crazy. Than KD go off for 40, 50, 60.
So, bigger picture, that's not all that will do. If Blake Griffin starts scoring down low, that's opening the floor even more. That's going to cause people to eventually have to collapse, or Blake Griffin will legitimately drop 60. I know it's never been done, but if someone is so post-dominant against somebody and they don't collapse in on them, they will keep scoring. There's nothing stopping them from keep scoring, and then at that point you can kick out to people like KD, like James Harden, like Kyrie.
Somehow I still don't believe it.
And Joe Harris. Joe Harris can fucking shoot.
Yeah.
Not when it matters.
Who's Buck center? Isn't it Lopez?
Yes.
Why doesn't Lopez guard him?
Lopez guard Blake.
Yeah. Because Blake, I think, starts at center. And if he doesn't, he starts at the 4, and KD technically will start at center. They run a pretty small lineup.
Yeah, I don't know. I think...
Don't get me wrong, Brook Lopez isn't a great defensive player. But, I mean, you can have Brook Lopez collapse.
He's 7 foot tall. He doesn't have to be that good. He's there, you know?
Just keep Blake Griffin from dunking, and he is useless.
Fucking love, dude.
He's fucking
Giannis
useless.
doesn't even do that.
Twice. I mean...
But
twice,
outside of devil's advocate,
yeah.
I do agree with you. The dude is
especially in late games.
Yes, the dude is a defensive player of the year.
Yeah.
Step the fuck up. If you want to talk about real killer mentality, like a Mamba mentality,
yeah.
Kawhi Leonard.
Yeah,
Kawhi Leonard. Like whenever he's going against somebody that's like on that level of a lethal offensive player, he's like, no, I'm guarding him. Get the fuck away. I'm the best defensive player. I'm guarding him.
Yeah.
This is nobody else's responsibility.
Yeah.
This is on me. That's a killer mindset.
I think Kawhi's the best defensive player in the league. Maybe it's Gobert, honestly.
Yeah.
Gobert can shut down any of the two, other than last night when he played like a fucking bum.
If you're talking off the ball defense, like like centers, I think Kawhi. I mean, even Paul George. The Clippers have a legitimately good on the ball defense because Kawhi, one of my favorite. Genuinely, across the NBA, one of my favorite things that I think shows how good somebody is.
Yeah,
is whenever the Spurs were playing the Heat, and Kawhi gets checked into the game, and LeBron looks over and goes, "Fuck."
Yeah, you can just see
because Kawhi is guarding LeBron.
Yeah,
because Kawhi was their best defensive player. LeBron's obviously the best offensive player, and he's like, "This is my guy."
Yeah,
and
don't get me wrong,
Giannis doesn't have that.
We're not saying anything too crazy, like different than what other people are saying, but
hey, don't discredit us. We're crazy,
but
we're loco.
I do think that no one's talking about Ben stepping up to guard anyone worth a fuck. But the thing is like we're not saying anything crazy, but at the same time, like if we also agree with this, why aren't they? And I get it. If PJ Tucker's holding KD to 9 points, why the fuck switch? Who gives a fuck? But when KD has 40 and you just go, he's got him. It's good.
49.
Well, so I'm saying at 30 points, you go switch. Yeah. Fucking make the switch.
Those games were I think back-to-back.
I did too.
9 and 49. Yeah. So it sounds crazy that he scored only 9, which is crazy. KD, I think, has the most games in a row scoring 20-plus a game. I'm pretty sure.
He is... he's easily top 5 best scorers in the league, arguably top 3 behind.
If you're talking all time, I agree with that. If you're talking all time,
but I'm saying in the league,
one of the biggest offensive threats
in the league today, scoring. Curry's 1.
Yes,
Lillard's might be 2. He's really shown out, and then KD's probably 3.
Yeah,
the third best scorer in the league.
Yeah. And Lillard and KD can honestly be tossed around. I mean, they're both crazy, but
crazy way to say that. They can just get tossed around.
They can just toss around like a salad. But even if you want to look at it, KD only scored 9 points one game, and then he turned around and scored 49.
Mm-hmm.
That means in 2 games he scored 58 points. And that means he averaged 29 points a game in those 2 games. So maybe PJ Tucker's not the answer. Maybe they need someone who was literally a defensive player of the year to step the fuck up.
Yeah. I think it's easy to win defensive player of the year if you're guarding the second or third best player on the team.
Yeah. And I really want the Nets to win because I do not want to... I'm talking more than likely I think the Hawks are going to win. I think they're going to beat the Sixers.
I really hope not.
I do not want to live in a world...
I would love to see Ben Simmons go off for 40 this next game. And
I would too. I hope they fucking win. Everything in me, I hope they win. And this isn't even a spiteful Knicks fan. Even in this series, I'm not rooting for Trae Young. But, the Hawks. But I do not want to live in a world where... don't get me wrong. I don't have anything against the Suns. If it does play out this way, I'll be happy to root for the Suns. But I do not want to live in a world where it's the Bucks versus the Hawks, and then the Clippers versus the Suns.
You want to talk about not giving a fuck about any team?
Yeah, that's it. That's it, buddy.
I'd
rather watch the conference finals from the 50s when it's just white dudes.
It's a boring fucking finals that no one gives a fuck about.
Yeah, I'd rather watch the summer league of the WNBA.
Yeah. At least KD is entertaining.
Superstar. He has that draw. He has that. I'm holding this knife. he has that superstar drawl. I
Yeah.
mean, that's an MVP right there. All right, so now let's. I'd like to slither our way into our song of the week because I think this week.
You got an interesting one? Or something?
Well, no, I think this week you was actually more than a day prepared. So I'm actually pretty fucking interested.
That's actually not true. I had one picked out, but then it switched within the day. So I haven't been a day prepared.
Oh, okay. So yeah, we don't even have that. Never mind. It's not a special week.
But mine is a brand new song. Came out last night at midnight. Isaiah Rashad's new song.
Your song of the week is a song you just listened to last night?
It's my favorite song that has came out this year. I love that song so much. Like, this is what I've wanted from Isaiah Rashad. I love Isaiah. I think that this was the sound that I was wanting. He dropped that other single that I was like, I like it, but it wasn't what I wanted. This is perfect. I've listened to nothing but Isaiah Rashad for anytime that I've played music.
For 18 hours.
For 24 hours, really. But
that's crazy. You said a lot of, like big things for a song that's not even a day old.
Yeah, I love it.
So, yeah, I appreciate that.
But it's also, he dropped the snippet of it a while back.
Yeah.
And then I was like, oh, this sounds incredible. Like, this is amazing. And then once it finally actually released, I'm fucking excited. I love this song.
Yeah. So, when... don't worry, I'm about to get into the song, but one problem I have is, I'll hear one song from somebody that I've never listened to before, but that one song I listen to, I fall in love with.
And then you hold everything else to that expectation?
Well, either that or I just don't explore more.
Okay. That's
I don't further into it. I'm like, oh, that's a cool song. That's it. I like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, they might not do anything else. I mean,
I do that a lot too,
yeah.
But my biggest issue, I would say even more than that, is I'll hold every song to that expectation.
Yes. Yeah, I am scared to listen to any more of Marcy Playground because I'm like, Sex and Candy is so good. I mean, genuinely one of my favorite rock songs of all time.
Yeah.
So now going in, I'm like, if it's not as good as this, then it's a fucking flop.
Yeah. That's how I felt about my song of the week last week.
But what's the update on that?
I went back and listened. Phenomenal.
Yeah. Yeah. Pretty good shit right there.
Yeah.
But I actually had to look mine up because I know the song of the week, but I didn't. And this is why it's relevant, is because I don't listen to any more of this person, even though I love this song.
Yeah.
But it's Tom's Diner by Susan Vega and DNA. You know it.
Yeah, I'm saying I bet you've played it, but I don't know it by name. Oh, okay. Yeah.
No, it's not that one. It's
not the one by Drake.
This is a 90s pop single that was,
sampled.
Yeah, that was sampled for that. But when I looked up Tom's Diner, there's one by Giorgio Moroder called Tom's Diner featuring Britney Spears. Yeah, I thought that was pretty interesting. But yeah, Tom's Diner by Susan Vega and DNA is so good. Mm-hmm. It's just so catchy. I swear to God, you listen to it, it's going to be stuck in your head all damn day. It's really
something
good.
Weird is learning more about samples. If we were monetized, we're going to get demonetized. But something that's weird, once I learn the sample, if I go back and listen to it, there's a lot of them I like.
Yes.
By themselves. And I think that's kind of weird that I didn't expect. Because I thought that I would expect them to sound like what I heard them first. Yes. But I'll hear a sample, I'm like, that's just as good on its own.
Yeah. Yeah, somebody who's probably the best example of that is actually too, because I think I've gotten more from Tyler, the Creator's samples that I ended up liking than Kanye's. Because Kanye is probably the most sample using son of a bitch out there.
I think he's credited for that wave.
For the word sample. But yeah, they both do that, and it's really cool whenever you don't just like the song, but then you like the sample behind it. The song Otis off of Watch the Throne. Yeah, it being sampled too. I mean, obviously Otis Redding, but it's amazing. Something that I think you'll love is that you are more like Batman than previously thought. And I think you know where I'm going with this. But you know the same level that like
when you first said you're like Batman, I was like, what in the fuck? And then
yes,
the second you continued,
about.
I knew. Holy shit!
Yeah, so you know how like
that's not necessarily true.
Well, you're not a billionaire.
Yeah, but no, he did it, and then Warner Brothers said that's not what superheroes do.
So okay, so do you know the story behind it? Actually, I had to do a little bit of research.
Go for
it.
It's fine.
Okay, so before that, I will say that like I hope now you hold. Well, actually, no. It's. Let me get into it first because what I was about to say is
explain
not
what we're actually talking about because we haven't done that yet.
So what is going on is that the show Harley Quinn, the animated show Harley Quinn.
Yeah.
I think it's. I want to say it's exclusively on DC, like the little DC Universe app. But I
believe so.
It's a pretty rambunctious show. Like they get away with some shit. Like I think. And when I say get away with some shit, I think they explore more things. They push boundaries more. Like, I think they have shown Harley... I haven't watched it. After this, I genuinely do. I really do.
Okay.
Because, you know, I'm a downtown devourer. I love some proper representation, so I hope they get this on there. I'm a labia licker. I don't even know another...
You had two. I think it was good enough.
No, the power of three.
Yeah, you really want this?
A muff muncher. Yeah.
Sure.
The downtown devourers could be made into a jersey. but yeah, so it was kind of neat that there was some possible representation, but I'll save that. So that show I was talking about, Harley Quinn, they have pushed boundaries before, and they pitched the idea of them wanting to have Batman go down on Catwoman.
Yeah. And,
you know, it's not too far off basis because in the comics, Batman and Catwoman do get married. So they have, I mean, even if you watch like the Christian Bale movies, you have seen that Batman and Catwoman have a semi-sexual relationship, and sometimes it gets pushed a little further. And so, you know, they wanted to do this, but DC said, we cannot do it.
No. That's not what they said.
They say that superheroes do not do this.
Superheroes do not do this.
Yes. Superheroes...
Which is now my favorite excuse on why not to do it.
What was your excuse before?
I would do it every now and then.
Yeah.
It just...
Is every now and then?
Yeah. Now I have an actual excuse to be like, superheroes don't do that.
But superheroes do that.
No, they don't.
DC said they don't. But there's a picture of it happening.
I mean,
and you know, Zack Snyder was like, "This is canon."
He's an anti-hero apparently. So
yeah,
but superheroes don't do that.
Yeah, and I don't agree with that because I think superheroes do. I think they really step up. Even in the toughest times, they will do what needs to be done. That is what a superhero does. That's what I've done my entire life. I've fought through the bushes. I fought through various smells and odors. Have you ever thought you was like getting like bad pussy and you just realize your breath smells? Has that ever? Okay, yeah. Cause I swear to God, that's happened to me because I just needed a fucking Tic Tac. I was about to write this woman off as fucking Pepe Le Pew, but no, I hooked up with this one girl. I went down as heroes do, as a member of the Downtown Devourers do. When your dick game's trash, you gotta.
We're selling Downtown Devourer jerseys,
yeah, and strap-ons. But yeah, I remember that smell, and I was like, man, this is awful. And then, like, 2 weeks down the road, I woke up and I was like, there's that smell again. And I went, have your breath ever been smelling bad? So you, like, pucker up and you go, oh, it's me. Like, oh, I had an egg burrito that morning. That wasn't her fault. That was all me. Oh, but yeah, more into that. Batman is not the proper representation of a downtown devourer. Billionaires don't eat puss. Do you think billionaires eat puss? You think Bill Gates is eating puss? No. Their divorce wouldn't have just happened if Bill Gates was like the coach of the downtown devourers. Billionaires do not. They do not go downtown.
Billionaires do go downtown on themselves, remember? That's the billionaire mindset.
Okay, yes. That's for yourself. That's for convenience.
Yeah.
Going downtown on a lover...
You don't go down on someone else.
No, you do not.
Downtown
is not in their verbiage.
That is the billionaire mindset.
Yeah, they do not go downtown.
On others.
Yeah, or just even literally, they just don't go downtown. But... okay, so what do you think about that? What do you think about DC just saying no to that?
I think it's hilarious.
Because, like, their reason is that it's Batman.
I think it's fucking hilarious. Like, honestly, like, if you're gonna have this show that's supposed to, like, push boundaries and be crazy and all this shit, and then you're like, but not with Batman. Like, I think that is just such a funny fucking premise. And the fact, the quote of superheroes don't do this is the best quote I've ever heard.
So the people who make Harley Quinn responded with that and said, oh, so superheroes don't care about the needs of women.
Like, you put yourself in such a bad position.
Well, so their thing is that it's Batman. This is the guy that sells toys.
Yeah, no, I get...
You can't... Like, you could probably do it with somebody, like, a lot lower on the food chain, but, like, you're talking DC. Like, this is, like, Batman, Superman right there neck and neck. These are the guys that sell toys.
Yeah.
Like, even though you are not... If you are, like, 5 years old, you probably aren't watching that show anyway.
Exactly.
You shouldn't be, at least, because it's a little more risque.
Yeah.
But I do understand them having to protect them. Like, that's how the NBA needs to protect people like LeBron from, like, filthy shit. Like, J.R. Smith, he can do all the slanderous shit he wants to because it's not LeBron.
You know
LeBron needs to be protected.
It's not a superhero. Superheroes don't do that.
You think LeBron does?
No, LeBron. I mean, LeBron was just voted the most hated, so
I think there's a reason why LeBron's beard stops right here, buddy.
Well, he's a villain. He's the most hated. He's the villain of the league.
Yeah.
He was voted the most hated player in the NBA. So he's a villain.
So yeah, he eats puss then.
So who's the hero?
Pleasure in women is for villains.
I bet the hero of the NBA, superheroes don't do that. He ain't
Who's the hero of the NBA? Steph? Steph's a likable guy.
That might be Steph. Steph might be the hero of the NBA. And he ain't.
Steph's eating puss. Are you serious? Steph's eating puss.
No, he ain't.
Oh, there's my mom. I'm not answering that right now.
That's a weird transition.
We'll talk later, Mama. But I think it's always okay. So their point was that Batman is their toy seller. Like, this is the guy we gotta protect.
Yes.
Like, we can't have him involved with that imagery. I get, as like a company, I get that. Me as a grown man, I'd buy the fuck out of that toy. I don't know if that toy is being offered as like a scene, like you know how Pop Funkos, like, they'll have the scene.
Yeah.
I would buy the fuck out of that Pop Funko of Batman, like Pop Funko size big ass head going down on Catwoman.
Just Batman eats pussy. Pop Funko.
Yeah. He pulls out like some bat throat spray so he don't have feeling in his throat. He pulls out like a bat vibrator.
He don't use bat spray. How do you think he has the raspy voice?
Well, he may have gotten to that point because he can't feel his fucking throat anymore. Because he just chugs it before he goes down on a little pussy woman. But I think my problems in this lie on the fact that this came out during Pride Month. Why not? Okay, so it came out on Pride Month. It became more relevant the day before my birthday, which is like today and, a couple days before. To appease both of those things, why don't you have Harley Quinn go down on Poison Ivy?
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah.
It's Pride Month. I mean, you could really get them in a fucking corner and be like, what? It's Pride Month, dude. You don't want to showcase this? It's Roy's birthday. You don't think he wants this? Roy fucking wants this. Yeah. And the fact that, like, all the violence that shows have and like movies have in general, but they're like still their big thing is women reaching orgasms. That's where they're like, we can't have this.
Batman doesn't kill people and he doesn't eat pussy. Only two rules.
DC won't allow him to eat pussy. He eats puss.
Yeah, I mean, we seen the canon picture of it.
Yeah.
So
the comparison I was going to make is that, like, if it is confirmed that superheroes like Batman do not eat puss, and that's why that's not allowed, is because
just superheroes don't do that.
I was wondering if how Black Youth feels about being represented by Black Panther. I wonder if that's how you will now feel about Batman. If that is equal representation.
I don't have that answer. You're going to have to ask someone else.
You should. I was hoping you would.
I think you're asking the wrong guy on this one.
Should I have you and a small black child in the room with me when I ask that question and see who's more passionate about their hero of choice? Timmy, come on it. No, I'm just kidding. We don't have anybody on standby. Yeah, I figured you'd be like breaking down doors or wearing Batman figures and shit.
I think it's hilarious. I think the superheroes don't do this is my new favorite quote.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, that's fucking hilarious. Like there's no, I can't say anything more about it. Like,
yeah,
just superheroes don't do that is the best quote.
Yeah. No, I agree. That's an amazing line to use.
Yeah.
Like, Batman don't eat pussy. You think I'm going to?
Yeah.
Plus my breath stinks.
Plus my breath stinks.
I'm scrolling through the hypotheticals, and I think at our age, this one is weird.
Is this the hypothetical of the week? Is this the one you're asking me?
No, this one isn't it.
This is just the example.
At the age of 20, I'm going to say 24. Both of us are 24 at this point. It says, would you rather look 10 years older from the neck up or the neck down?
Older.
Yes. Yeah, what happens to me from the neck down when I get older? The neck up, I'm hoping to get facial hair in the next 10 years.
Yeah.
Neck down, what's going to happen?
I mean,
my balls get lower?
I mean, depending on how much you work out, I mean, being a 34-year-old is, like, still really good shape.
Yeah, pretty damn good. But, I mean, like, what... Did you ever hear about, like, what happened to, like, well, what people with really good voices back in the day would do?
No.
They would castrate themselves. Yeah.
I was hoping you would explain, because...
Yeah.
Why?
Well, you know that little prepubescent magic that Justin Bieber had?
Mm-hmm. That's a weird way to do it.
Well, when your balls drop, it actually does more than just, like, that's a sign of puberty. Like, it deepens your voice.
Yeah.
And so to hold on to that, they would literally cut their balls off before it would happen. So they keep that voice.
Wow.
Yeah. I think there's actually a term for that. They're, oh, God. I don't want to say ballless. But yeah, like, they're pretty much neutered.
Yeah, I was about to say, there's no way you're going to pull this this term out. I was like, how long are you going to wait until you just give up on it?
But yeah. If you had a voice of gold, would you get rid of your balls?
Is that the hypothetical of the week?
No.
No. Okay.
It's just more shit I'd rather know.
I mean, whose voice? I'm imagining, like, the Weeknd's. Or Future. I honestly think Future's like...
okay, so we can do it to that, but I was talking about, like, if you had a voice of gold in prepubescent. Because I don't think if you have the Weeknd's voice and you just cut your balls off...
You just keep the Weeknd's voice?
Yeah, I think you're an adult, so you have that voice now.
If that's the case, yeah, I'd probably do it.
Yeah, if you had the Weeknd's voice, you'd cut your balls off?
Or Future.
Yeah. Dude, your dick looks bigger.
What's up?
You're welcome. Not related. But yeah, if you cut your balls off, your dick will look bigger.
Okay.
And I think that's been one of the funniest things. Like when people are like, "Oh, you take steroids, your balls are small." Like, yeah, but my small dick looks bigger. You know, like, ooh, joke's on me. You know, in comparison, my dick looks a lot bigger than it did before. So the hypothetical that I want to ask you is that what if you could not make your own decisions, but you had to choose someone else to make them for you? Who would you choose and why?
I mean, easy answer. Well, the answer that I first think of, as I'm sitting right here next to you, as you make very good decisions, would be you. But
goddamn, you could have threw me for a fucking loop right there, dude.
Would be anyone else, but
yeah, the anticipation I had right there. That's sweet. That's a really sweet thing. But why?
You make really good decisions. I mean, at 22, you owned your own house, right?
21.
Was it 21?
Yeah. Yeah, this October will be the 3rd year.
It's 3 years? I didn't realize that.
Yeah.
So at 21, you owned your own house. You have a very good job. You're going through college.
Yeah.
I mean, you've done really good for yourself, to say the least.
Yeah.
I mean,
thank you.
You're doing good.
Yeah. You know, going back to the gym, I trim my bush pretty regularly. I mean, I think I keep up with myself well.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wouldn't let you get a full bush if that's what you're worried about. I got you, buddy.
Do you have an answer for this one?
Yeah. You.
Really?
Yeah.
You'd pick me?
Yeah, you make pretty good decisions. You're a lot better financially than I am.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you.
Weirdly enough.
You think more with your brain than your heart or wiener, which I cannot relate to.
Yeah.
So I really appreciate that.
Yeah.
And I think I could use that in my life.
I also think that I could use thinking more with my heart more.
Okay. So I was like, I will think for you with my wiener, if that's what you want. I will make your decisions based off my wiener.
I make almost no emotional thinking decisions.
I do. It's all that I do.
Yeah. Everything is a very logical decision. Fair. I wish at least once I could make a emotional decision, but I never do.
Like a robot dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm all penis, baby. I
don't like that one.
I'm all penis, baby. I'm all penis. But no, I think something cool about choosing you is that it goes part to the logistics side of your microchip. Is that I don't know, until maybe a few years ago, I think I did everything for the wrong reason.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, whether that was me getting tattoos, whether that was me changing my hair, whether that was me getting piercings, I think I used to do stuff for attention.
So you would do it to impress people to get the attention?
Yes. It maybe, just have something to show people, or I did it because I thought this girl would like it or stuff like that.
Yeah.
I was the guy on Facebook that always posts the truth is shit. Just trying to get attention and stuff. And I don't know. I think that's what was something that really stuck out about you, is that you did your own thing and you didn't really seem too worried about what other people thought.
I think of you in that way.
More recently, yeah.
Yeah, maybe that's why.
Yeah, but back in the day, I did not do things for me. I did it for puss.
Yeah.
Oddly enough, I did it for attention. I'll say that. I did it for attention of women, and not just for my boner.
Yeah. I mean, we talked about this yesterday.
Yeah.
And because I said that I think I look better with short hair than long hair.
Yes.
And you were like, then why'd you grow it out? And I was like, because I just wanted to.
Yeah.
And you were like, that's a weird thing for you to be like, I look worse with this, but I want to do it.
Yeah. That was foreign to me until about a couple of years ago. It was still weird hearing you say that, but yeah, I mean, I don't know. I feel like this is a point in my life where I do things because I genuinely want to.
Yeah.
If I get a tattoo, it's because I want it. I don't need to show anybody. I don't care if it's visible. That's what, I'm getting tattoos under my shorts and shit. I don't care who fucking sees it.
Yeah.
And so, I don't know. And I think you've helped, kind of get that ball rolling, because seeing you being so goddamn dorky and, just doing what you want and still...
I'm glad me being
slaying puss.
Fucking nerd helped you just be you know what? I could be a nerd.
Yeah. I was like, well, that's cool, because my parents suppressed a lot of that in me, because, they was like, Roy, you're 12 and you still watch wrestling. That's kind of gay. Everything I did was met with, you're kind of gay. It was crazy, because...
To be fair, I had those... same reaction, not from honestly, not from my parents, but in school and stuff. for sure, everyone was like, "You're fucking gay," and I was like,
"Yeah, I even thought that about you."
I mean, everyone did, but I was like, "No, I just do shit that I like."
And I just so happen to be gay.
It's like
it's not because
two different things.
It's just
two different things.
Yeah, no, like
I can wear skinny jeans and not be gay. I think it's weird that like that was like in our school. Like we got made fun of kind of bad. I got made fun of kind of bad for just like wearing skinny jeans. Like now it's just normal.
Yeah, I'm not a skinny jeans kind of guy. No. My thighs are too.
That's why I had to switch it from we to me.
Yeah.
But
yeah, I can't wear skinny jeans. My hogging balls will show.
That's not why.
You like what I did there? I told that to Haley the other day, and I said hogging balls instead of hogging dolls.
Yeah,
she didn't care. I think that's so funny referring to my dick and balls as hogging balls. But
honestly, that might be the second best oop that's been let down.
Yeah, R.I.P. man.
That was the biggest disappointment ever.
Yeah, I don't know. I was held on a pretty tight leash of not being gay for a while, and now that I am grown up, everything in me wanted to say gay. But no, like I don't know. I just really couldn't do my own thing for a while.
Yeah. And
then I saw you guys are big fucking dorks. Y'all talk about comics and shit, and I was like, oh, I like that, but my dad said I'm gay, so. So y'all sound pretty gay for talking about it.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know. I feel like since then I've been able to like kind of do my own thing, not really care.
Yeah.
It's been nice. It's been nice not really fucking caring what other people say.
Yeah, it's a good...
Especially when it's coming from people that are unhappy themselves.
Yeah.
You know?
I think that's honestly what I realized is like people that kind of like was like, oh, I don't like that you do that. I was like, it's because you want to.
Yeah.
I kind of realized that.
Yeah.
I think a lot earlier than what most people did.
Yeah.
And so I was just like, it's okay. Like I don't care if you don't like what I like. I like it.
Yeah. Yeah. And that was especially like going to high school where we go to high school. And like I will I'm not blaming you or anything, but I will attribute to my lack of sense and like really a lack of culture is like the fucking area we're in. Yeah. You know? Like we don't have a culture that's our own. Like we couldn't even pick a fucking side during the Civil War. You know, what culture are we supposed to have? We couldn't even decide. We were just like, we'll see how it plays out. We'll just. But no, that's why you'd see people at our high school roll up in a fucking pickup truck, blasting Lil Wayne, have on basketball shorts and boots, and have like gauges in their ear. I'm like, what the fuck are you? You know. You just abomination of a human being. Like, fucking pick something. But you can't blame them kids.
No.
Like, it's kind of where we live. There's no fucking culture.
Yeah.
And so...
It's my actually most hated thing about where we live.
Yeah. Yeah, it really...
There's no identity. And, like, even if it's not, like, individual.
Yes.
Like, even the place we live, the only thing that we base ourselves on is, like...
Like, we have the biggest go-kart track in the world. That's Shepherd's Hill culture right there.
Yeah.
That and Walmart.
Yeah.
That and Walmart are the two... Dude, I remember the thing that would piss me off so bad is that, like, a highlight in our town would be, like... Do you remember, like, it'd be, like, late at night, like, what do you want to do?
Let's go to Walmart.
Let's go to fucking Walmart.
Fucking trashy.
I'm like, do you need to pick up something?
No.
Let's just go there.
Let's just hang out.
Let's just go.
Let's just walk around Walmart.
Yeah. Yeah. And like, make loud noises and just throw shit around. And, like, that is genuinely the funnest thing to do in town.
It's awful.
Yeah. I remember my girlfriend's a lot more yokel than I am, so she experienced the more worse things about the area that we live.
Yeah.
'Cause I remember she said one of the biggest attractions to her when she was a kid is that, like, people would hit her up and be like, hey, do you want to, like, I can't remember where it is, and I'm so glad I have no idea where the fuck it is, but there was, like, a big pothole behind, I swear, I think Big Lots. There's a big pothole behind Big Lots, and people used to enjoy driving over it. That was highlight reel shit of like, oh man, what'd you do? Oh man, we got drunk. I drove over a pothole behind Big Lots.
Yeah, that's
dude. It's trash.
Yeah,
it's trash.
If you ever want to know where we come from, that's it.
Yes.
That right there
Look for
was
pothole.
Look for a pothole, drive over it, and if you have the time of your life, you probably will. You will love it here.
Yeah, it's some of the trashiest fucking shit, dude. If I talk to you and I'm like, hey, what are your plans? If anything involves a pothole, you suck. You're an awful human fucking being, and I hope you flip your pickup truck over that pothole. There's people legitimately to this day our age that their hangout spot is like Walmart's parking lot.
That is
like they'll get their trucks together, back the tailgates up to each other so they form like a weird trash circle jerk of people just drinking like Pabst Blue Ribbon.
Yeah,
they'll
tailgate. They'll tailgate like they're at a fucking sports game.
Yeah, for them it is. I mean, they're right in front of the Walmart.
At the Walmart. It's not even Walmart. It's the Walmart.
Yeah, it's not McDonald's. It's the McDonald's. It's the Walmart.
It's not Kroger. It's Kroger's.
Yes.
There's an S on the end.
Yes. Everything here sucks. The weather sucks. The people suck. It's an awful place to be, which is why I emphasize even more that I'm so pissed that other people get to leave this fucking trash place.
Yeah.
And I don't. Yet. I will at some point.
Yeah.
But you know me. I need structure.
Yeah.
I am someone who very much needs to know what's happening next. I'm not somebody who you can just be like, hey, you want me to come pick you up and we'll just drive around? Like, no, I need to know where we're going. I need to know when I'm getting back.
Yeah.
Like, I freak out about that shit.
Really?
Oh,
I
I'm
love
so
that.
anxious.
I love just driving around.
Nope.
Flipping a coin.
Nope.
On left or right.
Mm-mm. No.
That's great. Like, that's a really good night.
No, I need to know where I'm going.
Fair.
Yeah. I need to know where the fuck I'm going. Like, I'm one of those people, if I'm watching an instruction video and I see somebody go like, a tablespoon of sugar, and they just pour sugar in there instead of pouring it into the tablespoon measure cup thing and then pour it.
Yeah.
It really gives me anxiety. I need structure.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I need to cook the pizza exactly how long the box says.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, let it fully preheat. Like, I don't put it in there a little early. It has to be exactly preheated to the temperature I fucking need. Like, I need structure. I'm very anal about that stuff.
Yeah. I don't know. That's funny to me.
And I'm annoying. No,
you've never seemed less fun.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, that, like, what you just said, none of that's fun.
Oh no, I'm a downer. I am not the life of a party if the party's not planned. If you plan that party properly, yeah, I'll show up. I'll show up. I'll get down. And I'll get the fuck out one time. You know, I need that order in my life.
I hear a lot of people ask like when a party starts. I've never had people ask when a party ends, but that's you. Like, you're like, so when do I have to leave? Like whenever we're done.
Yeah, because
what do you mean?
I'm not good at like filling out the room because I'll be one of the people that's still there when there's only like 6 people there and they're passed out. I'm like, so is this when you want people to leave? Is there something coming up, or like there's 3 people there OD'd here?
But before we go, I want to give us some credit.
Me too.
So we talked about Trae Young jumping backwards into people.
Yes.
And
yes. Okay.
Yep. Jumping backwards into people and causing the foul, and how that is the worst part about the NBA. Very recent, the NBA has announced that will no longer be allowed.
Yeah, they're looking into it.
Yeah.
They're doing. I would say I don't think anything's been initiated yet or like set in stone, but they're looking into it. They're looking to set rules against that.
Yeah.
Which they cited people like obviously like Trae Young, but also James Harden. I mean, I didn't think James Harden was as big of an offender of that. But yeah, I'm glad to see that shit go. I mean, it's just a weak part of the NBA. It's just...
Yeah. So
it's a technicality that they get away with, you know?
Yeah.
But, I mean, hats off to them. I would abuse the shit out of that, too. If it's helping you and helping your team, you'd be stupid not to abuse that. But, yeah, I mean, as a viewer, I am pretty happy to see that go.
Yeah. So, apparently, if we bitch about something, things will change. Right.
Good job, Brenden.
So... What are you going to
do you think... What is your quarrel with that?
What?
Brenden. Do you think it's like a gay name?
No, I don't like the disrespect of not learning my name.
I still haven't learned it.
Do
you think Brenden is one of the gayest names?
No.
Every Brenden I know is pretty gay. What are the gayest names?
That's an interesting look up. But no, I honestly don't like being called Branden because like it's not hard to say my actual name.
Yeah, but I'm sure it happens a lot.
It does happen a lot.
82 generic gay guy names. We'll just go through like 10 of them.
Okay, top 10. What are the top 10?
It's very oddly spaced out. It starts off with one, which is weird. Okay. So I'll go to 10. 10. Colin says, "We get it. You're gay and Irish." 9. Chase. His real name is Al, but he wants everyone to call him Chase. Chase? I didn't think that was a thing. Whose fucking name is Al and they get called Chase?
Right.
Ross always goes home with the first boy at the bar who hits on him. Okay, this person... Yeah.
Very specific.
Number 7, Ryan. Into puppy play, but no one will adopt him.
What fucking list is this? What website?
Thought catalog.
Keep going.
Number 6, Brian with a Y instead of an I. That's pretty gay.
No, I can see it, yeah.
Totally different from Brian, a gritty, unapologetic bad boy, but just likes to lie there during sex.
Okay.
Good. I feel like the person who wrote this is a gay slut.
I feel like they have very strong opinions.
Oh, Brian with an I is number 5.
Oh, wow.
Clean cut and natty, but dirty a fuck in the bedroom. Number 4, Chad. Evil.
Yeah.
It just says evil.
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
Number 3, Will. Enjoys... I don't know what repartee is. Enjoys repartee? I don't know. Terrible in bed. So, cancel your date with Will.
Okay. Number
2, Garrett. Chronic manorexic.
No one. Keep going.
Number 1. Any guesses?
Tyler?
Todd.
Really?
No, it's actually Brenden.
No, it's not. What the fuck is it? Is it Todd?
Todd. Works in retail, positions himself as a fashionista, even though everyone knows he's fleecing that Ralph Lauren employee discount. This is very specific shit.
Yeah, this was a weird list.
I think the person who wrote this is either a former gay guy who's now homophobic or a super gay guy.
Who's sick of Todds.
Yeah, and you're writing about how slutty some of these people are and how boring they are in bed.
I don't know. Oddly specific.
Yeah, I was trying to see who specifically wrote it and like what his name is or what her name is. I don't know. I don't say. I was really hoping to like find out this guy, like the person who wrote this name was like
Elton.
Toby or Elton.
Is there any other reason that you think that name's gay?
What? What do you mean? I don't think that name's gay.
Okay. Oh, 75. Brenden.
Like, spell like mine?
Yes.
No.
75. Brenden. 2 words, daddy issues.
I swear to God. 2 words, daddy issues.
It is spelled like mine, and it does say daddish. Wow.
Dude, that's fucking hilarious.
So, apparently I've slept with Elton.
Dick is only 57.
Huh.
Yeah, I thought that'd be pretty gay. Stewart? I feel like that's a lot gayer than number 40... Oh my God, I'm losing sight. 42. It says his Grindr profile pic is of Argyle socks.
Alright, one more.
Okay. I'm trying to
Is Roy on there?
No way Roy's on there. Roy's the most masculine fucking name ever.
It's like, oh, there it is.
Roy bench presses semi-trucks and... I was trying to find the word that rhymes with trucks. That's mainly. And fucks. And fucks. There it is.
Yeah.
Jacob.
Okay.
We know a Jacob. A nice Jewish doctor looking to marry a nice Jewish lawyer.
Hey, the Jacob I know.
Oh, that's weird. Yeah, he's the complete opposite of that. And not the complete opposite of gay, but he's the complete opposite of... No, he's not the complete opposite of a doctor. It's not like... semi-truck drivers just kill people. What? Man, they do. They do. You know what? Yeah, I will say that. So do doctors. Doctors kill people. Probably the same.
So is that the one we're into on?
Yeah, that's really the only standouts. I don't know anybody named James or Tom or... Oh, well, we have a cat named Tom. Tom is number 50.
Gay cat named Tom. Read it off and that's it.
Mask for mask only. That was a terrible one. Because I don't know what that means.
Okay. And that's been Jammin with Kron Rex. Check out the normal shit. Check out...
I don't like to repeat myself.
Every Tuesday we have the over-under. Mm-hmm. Every Wednesday we have the full podcast. Yes. And every Friday now we have the brackets.
That's right, baby.
Check out Coach Cam with the hits.
That's right, baby.
The best producer out there.
Mm-hmm.
I thought you were going to say it again. Yeah. And check out our social media. We're going to be having a bracket every week, starting Monday. They'll end every Friday. And I think that's it. Like, subscribe, leave a review if you can.
Yeah.
Other than that, that's been Jammin with Kron Rex.